addition to this, so worry not. Alright, so hold on, I'm just going to set up the HTML real quick. Copy this here, build, edit, notepad. So, title, RCTY, Rogue City, the instructions are, I'm just, the instructions, I guess, will be, save, collect resources and save, so collect, resources, and save your friends. They're your friends. And rescue your friends, I guess. Rescue. Those will be the instructions for the game. Collect resources and rescue your friends. Is that might be sufficient? I'm just gonna give it a quick test before I push it live. I didn't have to go to Facecam for all of this, sorry. I went to Facecam a bit prematurely. Collect mugs to build windmills. Alright, no, we can do that. We have plenty of time. I mean, we can definitely change that. We can definitely fix that up. What was were the instructions? Collect mugs to build windmills. Alright, hold on. This is super important. Collect mugs to build windows. Yep. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why it looks like that applied. Maybe it's something about my webcam. Maybe I have to polish the lens or something so that it shows up better. That's funny. You're the first person to mention that ever in the history. What? No. Actually, yeah, the rules are that if you, yes, thank you, Clyde. Wow, it's like last week all over again. Alright, so yeah, sorry, this seems to be working. Oh, cool, maybe someone will explain it to him before the stream delay. But in case the stream delay is the first you hear of this, the rule is that you have to have the, you can't show a bare torso. So hypothetically, if a bear, you can't put a bare torso in the camera shot. So hypothetically, like if you have the camera cropped so that only your face is visible, then yeah, no torso, no problem. All right, so sorry, now I'm just wasting time. I'm gonna get this build up so that I can switch back from Facecam. Because I'm sorry for subjecting you guys to this for so long. This has gone on far too long and must go on no further. So create directory, rcty, drop files, places, this one and this one to be specific, drop, and etc, etc. So if anyone knows where to look, the build should be online now. Oh wait, no, it's still transferring. Wow, that's some build. Why is this build? Oh, because of all the files. I never use the actual art assets, so I'm like, why is this build so huge? But it's actually not that big. It's the size that it is when you actually have art assets in it. All right, let's switch back to screen cam. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, so srsly dot applied. I'm wearing a really cute little tube top. It's strapless, so you don't see the you don't see anything up here, but it's really cute. It has like a unicorn on it. It's like teal. It's really pretty. It's one of my favorite tube tops. RCTY. So look at what you have done. Look at what you have done, all of you. Look at this. Look at what you have done. So yeah, we don't have the win condition in yet, but and like the game's not really balanced very well, I guess, but it's technically playable. How many games can say that, right? Technically playable. I like anime. I don't watch it. I don't watch anime super often, but I do enjoy it from time to time. Like the last one I watched was Attack on Titan, which I thought was really good. I don't mean to brag you guys, but I'm pretty good at this game. um, Hey, we got a new follower. T Borenst. Or I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, but yeah, thank you for following. Welcome to the party, and yeah, I appreciate your support and your viewership. I don't know what ESL and then that character I don't recognize is, but yeah, I don't know. The game is in ESL and then that character I don't recognize. If you want it to be, right? If you feel deep down in your heart that it is, then yeah. You show him tomorrow. Did you know that did you know that texture maps are actually what causes a reaction to fire? So for example, if humans in real life didn't have texture maps, we would actually be immune to fire. I don't know if that's a true story, but I'm guessing tomorrow's oh yeah, look, it's a dude in a boat. Look, he's in a boat. He's in a boat. It's a dude in a boat. I don't know if that I don't know if what I just said is scientifically accurate, but I bet tomorrow's the results of tomorrow's findings will be would indicate as such. Wow. So I think I need to scale back how fast, quite how fast fire spreads, because like at the same time it starts too slow now and it grows too fast, or else I just have to put in advanced firefighting techniques. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, welcome to the chat, T-Borns. Oops, I probably mispronounced it that time. I forget how I pronounced it the first time. That's my secret TTK. I'm always drunk. Or something. I don't know. Oh. I mean, I guess this isn't bad that I can walk right up to the edge of it. I tend to prefer not that. So I might want to bump that up by like 1 point. Especially if I lose points for hitting the edge of it. Alright, so wait, where am I going? Yeah, mono develop. So yeah, I was doing 13 by 13, but I'll actually do like 14 by 14, and then I guess 26 by 26, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. See how that works. Yeah, I think that counts as a hobby. I think that's a pretty good hobby too, because like I think there's an educational component to watching people dev. Like that's that's part of why I do it, is because I sometimes when I'm trying to like work on a new project or something, I can get a little bit frustrated by like what available knowledge is out there. Like I feel like there's a lot of knowledge out there, but I don't feel like all of it's very available. So yeah, I mean this is what I'm going to be doing with my time anyways, like developing games, so I might as well answer questions. I mean, I can't answer literally every question, but I try and answer questions, and when I can, I try and be helpful in that manner. So, yeah. Uh, oh, tomorrow. Yeah, all right, sweet. Yeah, that sounds great. I think you picked the right hobby. Um, so yeah, part of the reason I put that build up is because I want people to tell me if it's important to do advanced firefighting techniques or how they want me to like balance the game or yeah, oh yeah, thank you. For oh wait, no, I guess actually when you post the link it probably doesn't actually show up for a lot of people, so I'll post it too. Uh, so yeah, if you wanted to give it a shot, I guess my thought is like I'll put in the end of the game next, and then I guess maybe yeah I should probably put in advanced firefighting techniques because advanced firefighting techniques aren't going to be that bad, and they're going to make the game they're going to make you feel more powerful too. So, uh, yeah, yep, those are the instructions. Oh, sorry. We just thought that was incredibly funny. So your building's still in the game, but someone just came up with the copy for it. So yeah, so Light Up Man, your building is like a surprise, like extra bonus building. Like people will be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get windmills," and then boom, out of nowhere, your building pops up and blammo. Uh, oh yeah, I think the standing offer is currently 26 love bucks for for my laptop. I'm not 100% going to take that deal, but apparently, I mean, the market was the current just going by current offers like that is apparently a competitive price. So I mean, I certainly have to consider it, right? So yeah, let's you know what? Let's just do advanced firefighting because I feel like that will be also be kind of fun. So so let's do fire. I don't know. I guess like so like int firefighting equals 1. Uh, do I need to make another map for this? Uh, yeah, kind of. The reason you build windmills out of mugs with this game is that I didn't make any of the art for this game. Everyone who's been working on the project has been making art for to contribute to the project. Like it's been a number of different people have been doing so, and the so I just work with what I'm given. So someone gave me a coffee mug, and that's your resource. Someone gave me a windmill, that's your building. So yep, you make windmills out of coffee mugs in this game. And as Demara points out, that is scientifically accurate. Uh, um, so yeah, do I have to make another map? I guess. Frick. All right, so make maps plural. I guess it will be. Because I also need a firefighting map. So. So what? Like. Yeah. Vector. Or no. Oh, how do I undo this? I mean, it's actually like a pair of ints, I guess. Which is awkward. Is there like a vector 2 for ints? That'd be useful. um, so yeah, what do I do instead? I guess I just use a pair of ints. So, int, fire, or, int, oh, this is awkward. No, you know what, I'm just gonna use vector 3's, because screw it. Because, I mean, because whatevs is what I meant to say. Whoops. Anyways. Yeah, no, vector 3 works fine. Vector 3 array, reach, I guess I'm gonna call it. equals new vector 3. Huh. Yeah, what do I want the upper bounds of this to be? Yeah, Pinford, thanks for tuning in. It was a pleasure to have you here. I hope to see you again sometime. I think you followed already. If yeah, there's yeah, I'm pretty sure you followed already. There's the follow button right under the screen. But yeah, I think you. I don't need to tell you that. Yes, the city grows as you get more buildings. Currently, the maximum is 16 buildings, but I mean, if need be, I could bump that up. Oh yeah, so currently you stop building at 16 buildings, and that's because when we put in the win condition, I'm thinking the win condition will probably happen typically before you get to like 17 buildings. Oh, oh no. Do you have any wins you could mix in with your pity that might spruce it up a little bit, I guess? I don't know. um, Alright, so how many of these? So, alright, so let me think of what we want to do for reach. So, the obvious one is like dead ahead, and then the next one is double dead ahead, I guess. And then like out to the sides, and like brick, and then like so it's like 6. And then yeah, I'll decide the length later. New vector 3 I'll hold off on declaring this until I know what I'm actually going to declare it as. Decide this number. Alright, so yeah, for other map, what did I call it? Oh. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Perfect, TCK. Yeah. This is probably silly, but when I knew I wanted to start streaming, I practiced just talking to myself. So I didn't start streaming immediately, but when I worked, when I just went about my business doing like my normal stuff, I started just talking out loud because I knew I was going to stream, not because I was a crazy person. I swear, it was because I knew I was going to stream. And so then when I started streaming, again, I was nervous about it, so I went live, but I didn't tell anyone about it. And so I just practiced streaming on camera, talking, and that was how I got comfortable with it. And now I'm kind of in the habit of it. And sometimes I forget, but it comes really naturally at this point. And I haven't been doing it for that long, actually, so yeah, it's cool. Alright, so what now? Yeah, wait, we were setting up a map for our reach, and so yeah, so the way this is gonna work is kind of silly, but yeah. So I guess this isn't gonna be super quick, not super quick. Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, I might just do this the cheaty way first. I'll come back to this way if I feel it's necessary, but I'm just gonna do it the super cheaty way instead, for starters. Uh, so forget that for now. Alright, so yeah, so firefighting equals 1. Uh, I guess firefighting. And then based on the character, we were talking earlier. Like one of the first ideas was like before we had resources, I was thinking of basing it on the number of dudes in your party, but I mean maybe it'll be like the total number of dudes altogether or something. So all right, I'll say firefighting. So I'll say int ff um, gain equals 0. Int ff Oh, so actually maybe firefighting should be a float. Uh, hmm. Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Uh, oh yeah, hold on, let me catch up on chat. Yeah, right? Yeah, it'll probably take even longer to break the habit of talking to myself if I ever need to. But I never want to stop streaming. If that comes to be the case, I'll just buy really good noise canceling headphones for my neighbors. Um, uh, yeah. Yeah, so the other thing, I think like some people get inhibited about talking because they're worried about saying something stupid. So another important thing is I think to just embrace the idea that you're going to say something stupid and say stupid things and be okay with that because I mean it kind of goes to the practice thing. Like when I actually started streaming like live and people started watching, I got it was again like another it was another hurdle to get over. Like when I would actually say something dumb and then people would react to it, and then I would like I don't know. It's just something that you have to get over because like um, this isn't scripted, so this is like literally like I just I like the trick I guess as far as I figured out is that you just if you say something dumb or if you say something that you regret, you just have to get over it and you just have to basically like not even save face because like you can't you can't undo it, right? So you just have to do your best to continue on despite it, I guess. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but I just wanted to give you a heads up because that's definitely something that that can catch you up, then can trip you up. Um, yeah, so the reason I'm not super concerned about growing my channel too fast is that I'm still getting comfortable with all of this. Like as the channel size grows, just like gradually at a natural pace. Like I I posted a thing on Reddit the other day or last week, and it instantly became like within less than a day, it became the number two post in the history of Reddit's game dev um, subreddit, and I was not expecting that, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, you should link directly to your channel," and like I don't know. On some in some levels, I think maybe I should have, but on the other hand, like I'm a little grateful that I didn't because like if this if this like I think things could have gotten a little bit out of hand if I had done so. So I'm a little glad that I did. Um, yeah, I'll have to follow you TTK because uh, if you ever get back to streaming, I'd love to check out your channel sometime. Follow TTK in case he ever gets back to streaming. Uh, um, um, uh, oh, I do have one example of. Oh, well, actually, this dovetails quite nicely. I do have one example of a scripted talk that I gave. It's actually the thing that I posted on on Reddit that was part of the post that like blew up. I don't know why I'm digging. It used to be on the front page, so I keep thinking, oh, it'll be right on the front page, but no, it's not anymore. Um, yeah, the thing that I wrote, that post that I just mentioned was actually a this was the script for a the talk that I gave. Well, it describes it in the post, but yeah, I gave a talk about the importance of streaming, and so that's what I sound like when I'm scripted. I could actually recite it if you guys wanted me to, but you can probably also picture how my voice sounds. Uh, yeah. Oh man. If I ever ran for political office, that would be so fun. I have like tons of YouTube archives just chock full of like things that I regret that I've said. Um, but I think that's something that the world just has to get used to at this point because I mean streamers are putting themselves out there, but like in another sense, like the technology is putting us all out there. Like I mean when I grew up we didn't have like Facebook and stuff, so like my embarrassing baby photos are all hidden well away. They're so far away from the public spotlight. Future adults, though, all of their baby pictures will be 100% accessible to anyone online, which is kind of weird. Um, oh, yes. All right, so there we go. Torrance, there's a. Oh, man. Demora, you're my campaign writer for when I announce my candidacy. I'm conscripting you as my campaign writer. All right. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of how we want to set up firefighting because I was gonna do like a really smart, like sophisticated approach, but then I remembered like where we are with this project, and now is not the time for sophistication. Now is the time for like cram it, see if it works. So um, so what yeah, how do I want to handle this? I guess just like I guess oh wait, no, I know how to do this, right? It's like you do no, that's not exactly right. What do I so what do I want to do here? Um, so all right, so what if we did so I'm not going to write anything in particular. I'm just gonna jot down so like 2 minus uh 2 minus 0.5 to the power of something. I'll call this FF for now. It's the power of FF squared. Oh, I should do this on a spreadsheet or something. I just want to get like a reasonable power curve for what I want to do next. So I will create a spreadsheet. I'll name it RCTY. RCTY. So yeah, so let's see how that formula works. Probably something like this. So equals 2. Oh yeah. So except instead of this, we'll make it equal to no. What do you? Instead of this, we'll make it equal to this. Yeah. All right, and so like 0, 1, etc., etc. I wonder how that scales. Oops, no, not drag. Extrapolate. Yeah, there we go. So, no, that scales much too fast. So wait, what if it wasn't to the power of 2? What if it was to the power of, what if it was to a lower power? Would that scale better or worse? It scales better, I guess. So, okay, so what if I scaled it to a lower power? So like 0.5. I'm basically approaching linear at this point, so I should probably just make it linear. Yeah, whatever. Tech with this junk. Alright, so I I guess this is as good a time as any to point out that there's actually a Tumblr of my face. Uh, so if you are inspired to make any fan art following my face, you would not be the first one. In fact, there's a oh, cool. Yeah, I just yeah, it was cool news, and I had just given that talk on the topic, so it was like it was fresh in my mind, and I just wanted to. You're only allowed to post about hypothetically, you're only supposed to post about your live stream on our game dev like once a month, and I still haven't even really posted about my stream yet. I've only posted like things about game dev streaming, and so maybe someday I'll post about my stream. But if you give me a whole month, I'm gonna come up with like a different thing to say that's about something that's not even my stream. So uh, I oh, I put the Tumblr up only because I promised I would, because people kept making fan art of my face, and I was like, this needs to go somewhere. Oh, I put this is my Halloween costume. This one I posted, and this one I made. But the yeah, everything else, people were just making these things, and I was like, okay, I'll make a. Oh, whoops, wait, that's not the right video. That's supposed to be a different video altogether. Maybe I posted the wrong one. Oops, I should fix that. But yeah, I yeah, that was supposed to be up there. It wasn't showing up for me for some reason, but yeah, lion, lion, so much creative potential. Why he spends it photoshopping my face, I'll never know. I know. I was really impressed by those drawings too, right? It's like these are really good. Like this one is, I think, is just outstanding. I love that. And this one is like that person's got talent. This person like knows. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, now it's showing up correctly. That one. I just like I had to do something with this stuff. I couldn't just let it. I couldn't. I couldn't just let it disappear into the annals of the internet. So yeah, no, I kind of had to. Um, um, all right, what am I doing here? All right, yeah, I'll just find a scalar that works. All right, so firefighting will start at 0, and so oh yeah, so I guess it'll be float firefighting equals 0, and then oops, float or no, in firefighting can be in doesn't really need to be, it could be either, whatever, I don't care. Float equals or no, float excuse me, firefighting scale, I guess, firefight scale equals, I don't know, like 0.2. I honestly don't know what'll be the right value there, so I'll just like plug something in for starters, and we can figure it out later. All right, so save that. Yeah. So what are we gonna do here? Oh man. All right, this will be slightly squonky, but whatever. Um, so in the case that we're firefighting, we need to do a little extra something something. Uh, oh. Oh, is this gonna get weird? This might get weird. No, no, this is fine. Yeah, no, this is fine. We can do this. We can do this, you guys. Uh, yeah, lion. Oh man. Oh man. Uh, it occurred to me I should take like text snips and put them on the Tumblr as well, but I don't know. I don't even know. uh, oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, okay, so here's where we're firefighting. Yeah. Alright, so the other um I I don't know. I like what would you do in that situation? Like I felt like I should do something to to show my appreciation for what they had done because like those things were legit awesome. So yeah, I am a million years old, so I've had plenty of time. Uh, all right, so floor to int. Yeah. All right, so floor. I guess range. Int ff range equals floor or mathf dot floor to int mathf floor to int um, oh wait, yeah, fire target. How do I get fire target? Because I have to change that. Oh, you get fire target. Yeah, where do I get fire target? Fire target equals CD. CD. Yeah, pause to chunk chords. Dest. So yeah, pause. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. Int ff range. Math for int firefight. Firefight times fire fight scale. Or wait, should I do it the other way around? Because one of them is a float and one of them is not. Firefight. I don't know if that makes a difference actually. So ff range. All right. So for what? For what? For int xi equals 0, or no, xi equals negative ff range, or 0 minus ff range. FF range. I don't know if that's necessary. 0 minus ff range. Xi less than ff less than or equal to ff range. Ff range. Xi plus plus. This is gonna be a weird loop, you guys. So tomorrow. Oh. I have no clue what Omegle is, but I'm at this point slightly concerned to find out. Alright, so alright, so now let's do the same thing with Zi. This is the weirdest, you guys. But it's a little bit... Oh, man. Yeah, no, I don't know. This is gonna be like slightly crudgy. I don't know if it's actually gonna work. But it's worth a shot, right? All right. So what are we gonna do here? We're gonna say if 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 so all right. So offset. So vector 3 offset. Oh no, we have the offset. So yeah, if vector 3 if new vector 3 or alright, so vector 3 offset equals new vector 3 xi comma 0 comma zi. So if offset dot magnitude is less than ff range, yeah, ff or yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, no, I guess I can't necessarily take that as a compliment. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. No, not really. I did study I did study computer programming in college, but it was a long time ago. No, wait, no, I shouldn't say that. It was no. Now I'm so yeah. No, I studied computer programming and but I focused on like enterprise software. Like it was like traditional like software programming. And then once I was done with that, I was like, no, I think I want to make games instead. So I just so yeah, I'm kind of self-taught in terms of game development, except that I've been working in the games industry for the past 7 years or so. Like I worked in AAA for 6 years before doing my own thing, and yes, so I guess that's where I get. So yeah, so software background with that, with like a lot of games industry experience is kind of where I brought. It was kind of how I got to where I am. The language I'm working in is C Sharp, and I'm working in Unity as the engine and the development environment. So yeah, whatever. Let's do this calculation again, I guess. Oh wait, no. I have a better idea than this. Firefight. Yeah, so firefight scale will be used for something else. Firefight will have a slightly different definition. It will be it'll also be a float. All right, and this will simplify it a bit. So yeah, so we can just use firefight here. Firefight. Yeah. It feels like a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, so the other thing the other reason I like doing the stream is because I don't specifically like well, okay, so I like learning by doing, and I feel like the when I watch a stream, like I'm more compelled to actually do something than by like sitting down to read a book. Like if I have someone else like working in the background, like I don't know, I like that setup, so that's why I personally oh cool, Carnegie Mellon, that's a cool school, right? I've heard good things about that one. I think, right? That's like a really nice school, right? But yeah, that's awesome. What are you studying? I guess maybe that's a dumb question. Maybe the answer is game development. But um, all right. So yeah, actually, yeah. So speaking of my education, I studied C++ for years as part of my degree program, and or I worked in C++ for years as part of my degree program, and I never actually bothered to learn C sharp. I never like I never bothered to like even look up like how C sharp works. I just because I knew C plus plus, I just started writing in C sharp, and like things just worked because it like yeah, it's just really intuitive. So, um, if you know C++ or another C language, like it'll probably be really easy to pick up. And then otherwise, like it might take a few years to get the gist of it. But or not even. You know what? No, scratch that. It'd probably take a few months to get up and running, and then you can for as long as you work on it, you'll get better and better and better over the years. So, um, I did a lot of things in the industry. Like my job title was stupid and I hate it, but I tried to do basically anything I could, anything that I could get away with. Um, yeah. I my so yeah, at the end of my tenure, I was working as a product owner, which I don't know if you guys know like the Scrum development methodologies, but product owner in Scrum basically they're basically like they're responsible for what the product is, I guess, is the short version. Basically, what they do is like they work with everyone to really like figure out what is the product definition, and so they're going back and forth between like stakeholders and the engineers and everyone who's working on the project to make sure that everyone's on the same page and that we're like the approaches that we're taking are meeting the requirements that we have for the project, and also that the requirements for the project are technologically feasible and everything. So um, you end up like the primary function of the job is to answer questions and to write documents and specifications. So yeah, that was what I did. All right, yeah. Uh oh. Yeah, because I didn't work in like I wasn't like an engineer or anything. So I swear I was like I tried to be a very good product owner. I tried to be a very understanding, like yeah, no, I tried to fight for my team and like make sure that only reasonable things were getting added to the schedule and stuff like that. Um, um, yeah, so like I mean a good product owner in my view is someone who will, because like a product owner, so like the funny thing about being a product owner is that you don't really get to decide anything, um, which is cool or whatever. It's freeing once you realize that, because really what a good product owner will do is make sure that everyone's on the same page. So like it's really about putting everyone in the best situation that they can all get what they want. Is like how I used to think about it. Like you basically like so like the engineers like wanted like a as clear a definition up front so that they could so they wouldn't have to like implement something and then hear no, we're changing everything, like so like yeah, like for the development side, like the goals were basically like to get the product defined in like a reasonable scope, and get it get it defined in a way that that the developers were still afforded like creative freedom. And then for like the actual I mean for market requirements, like those are pretty straightforward. So it's like it's basically like hitting those other goals I talked about, but also the better you do it, like the better you're able to set up these products, like set up the product plans. You if you do it really well, then like literally everyone uh, will be able to work more like efficiently and more optimally, and so you'll end up with a better product for it overall. So yeah, that was fun, I guess. Uh, yeah. 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 Um, yeah, right. Yeah, that's the other thing. And so I guess like yeah, so a lot of times people ask me is like, well, if your background's in like programming, like why don't you work in like engineering or something? And like I don't consider myself an engineer. I just like programming and I like developing because it's it's what you need to do in order to get your ideas onto digital canvas. But I yeah, no, I like to understand that mindset, but I don't consider myself necessarily of that mindset. So um, yeah, maybe that's why maybe that's why I enjoy the work, because I as So another thing that I think is important for, I don't know why I decided to just talk a ton for hours about product ownership, but another thing that if anyone is interested in product ownership, another thing that really helps is the capacity to talk on end about a very simple idea, because like the more you talk about something, the clearer the idea becomes. So uh, I mean, the goal is not just to waste time with that, but sometimes that is what it takes. Sometimes you have to just like really like expound on every small point, especially like for writing up like detailed like reports on like the state of everything. Like someone cares about little like basically every detail. So yeah. Uh, Yeah, so like when like it was a lot clearer. Like I got a much clearer read from the engineers that I worked with. Like when they told me like no, that's not possible, or like no, I don't want to do that. Like I don't know. There's a yeah, it was easy. It was easier to. I think that yeah, I think that I guess if I ever worked with a product owner, I would hope that they would have a strong technical grasp because otherwise like it seems because I have worked with people who like I've worked like a lot of times like a scrum master won't necessarily have a very strong technical grasp, so you'll have to kind of like you'll have to kind of like work with that and like you know at junctures you kind of have to explain uh, what's going on. But I mean yeah, not everyone has a super technical mind. uh, I haven't thrown out the game yet. Well, I did kind of throw it one place. I threw it onto the internets. So if you go to srsly, it's not any of these, rcty, you'll have seen the link in chat by the time the stream catches up. Whoa, what the heck? That was not what I copied. Copy, paste, yeah. Yeah, so it's playable. We're working, it's not done yet, but yeah, I put a build up just so people could try it out. Yeah, yeah, because when you get a hard no, like it's important to recognize that. Like you get a lot of like meh and like a lot of like non-enthusiastic responses sometimes. But yeah, telling the difference between that and a hard no is that's pretty key, I'd say. um, all right, so yeah, so if offset at magnitude is less than firefight, then uh, oof, yeah, so this is weird. So if the offset magnitude is less than firefight, then we will check the chunk coordinates, was it, that we were getting? What was the, yeah, what was the fire, what was it? It was like fire target. Wait, no, not declaration. Fire target, find references. Uh, CD equals, yeah, positive chunk chords. Uh, Alright, so so I guess int ft equals pos to chunk chords, or no, no, int array fd fc, let's say, equals pos chunk chords offset plus plus what? Oh, yeah, wait, plus what? It's not uh excuse me. um yeah, dest. Do I still have dest here? Is dest still a thing? Dest? Yeah, I think I still have dest in this context, I hope. Uh, dest? Does that work? What do you think? Alright, so that seems to work. And then, so now I have to check ground. Check ground? No. Yeah? No, check. Wait, hold on. Targ. Oh yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. So yeah. No. Okay. It's just right. So fire. Okay. Uh. So then. So then if fire, except now it's not fire grid. It's or no, it's not FC. It's or it's not CD. It's FC. 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 If FC. If this all is not equal null, then we will also. Oh wait, am I doing this in the right place? No. Yeah, no. Why am I doing this here? I should be doing this someplace else entirely. Right? Oh no, wait. Destroy. Yeah, no, no, this is the right place. Alright. Sorry. I might be slightly blurry-eyed. Uh. Oh no, 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 no. Sorry. Well, okay. So I guess like a lot of times Scrum Masters will be not the most technically competent, and that's usually not because it's the job. Well, I don't know. There's two ways of looking at that, I guess. Like it's one way of looking at it is that it's the job that requires the less technical strength, but also it's the job that requires a lot of other strengths that like people people tend not to have those strengths and technical strengths. There are people who can shine as both like a very technically oriented person and also a scrum master, but like the scrum master is like the producer type. Typically, like I find producers tend to be scrum master. At least in my organization, that's how it seemed to work out. Is that the producers were the scrum masters because with the scrum master, it almost doesn't matter what you're working on. The scrum master is basically just making sure people are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and like unblocking people in order to do that. Like you could be building software, you could be building sandcastles. Like the scrum master is only there to like get the team capable of doing what they need to do. Um, okay, yeah, and so yeah, I mean, I'm also only speaking from my own experience. Like Scrum, there's like a widely accepted methodology there, but also people tend to do like their own spin on it, and so it'll vary from situation to situation. That was my experience. Yeah, so Scrum Master is the Scrum Master like they I mean, I guess one way to describe their primary function is that they unblock people. Like if someone on the team would like be trying to accomplish their tasks and were unable to accomplish their tasks for whatever reason, the Scrum Master is probably the person who will clear that path for them. And so it's not always just about unblocking people. It's also about doing the work in advance so that they don't become blocked in the first place. And then I don't know, at my organization at least, they also tend to do the work like scheduling the stand-ups and making sure people were in the right place at the right time and that sort of thing as well. So yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Because like if the Scrum Master does their job perfectly, they can basically just like wipe their hands and just take off because everything will be like humming like a well-oiled machine. Um, so fire grid, yeah, I think all we really need to do here is to destroy fire grid, right? Why was I thinking of that other whatever? Yeah, if fire grid. Yeah, all right, yeah. All right, yeah, we're basically doing the same thing in the other situation. We're just delaying it a step. Right, except this time we're not going with fire target. We're going with FC. Uh, is that it? I think maybe. Now I think we can firefight effectively. I'll make firefight. Oh yeah, that's also. Yeah, for starters, I'll just make firefight a public value. I'll make both these public because scale I actually want to be public, and then firefight I don't know what I want to do with it. Or no, I know what I want. Sorry. Yeah. So then the other thing, I guess, for now, I'm just gonna make it so that when you rescue a person, your firefighting gets stronger, just like permanently. Um, yeah. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. So that's the other thing. Scrum Masters are very outward facing. They tend, more than they work with the team itself, they work with other people to make sure that the team can. They work with people outside of the team to make sure that the team itself can accomplish their tasks. Um, yeah, yeah, uh, yeah. That's also a good way to describe it. Vernon 682. They kind of work in a subordinate, but also in like a superior role. So it's kind of hard to. Uh, yeah, right. That's the other. That's the that's the fun part, and that's the reason that it takes an entire person to do what a scrum master will do, is that a scrum master does not necessarily have authority, um, in the way that a like anyone on the team would not necessarily have authority to like dictate what they might need to have happen. But because they don't have that, like, because they can't just wave their hand and make it so, the scrum master is the one who puts in all the legwork to make sure that they can accomplish it regardless. So, yep. um, yeah, and like I think on a scrum, I think on most like scrum teams, or at least most of the ones I worked on, the people among the team were like at peer level. So like no one really reported to no one like on a specific scrum team really like reported directly to someone else. It was like there was also like project management, and again like it'll probably vary from like institution to institution, but yeah, like pretty much like the scrum team like were a group of peers, not always literally the case, but like generally the case that they were working together more than reporting to each other, sort of thing. uh, Uh, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, so when you get a person, uh, which happens where on movement, I suppose. Uh, I think I renamed it to check person, right? There we go. If CL not equals -1. All right, so I'll just say firefight plus equals firefight scale, I think. Yeah, let's see how this works. All right, let's give our brave adventure basically unlimited juice. Kick that up to like absurdly large number. And then firefight, let's kick that up to an absurdly large number, like 5 or so. Uh, let's get some fire, shall we? Boom. Alright, so we didn't break anything. Alright, yeah, so if firefight works, then by deactivating some of this flame, a lot of it should disappear. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at all the fire that disappeared. Boom! Alright. Look at that superior firefighting skills. Alright, cool. Wow, that's impressive. Usually there are at least like a few weird bugs that crop up when I implement something speculative and weird like that. But no, this one just seemed to just straight up work. Boom. Alright, so I'll probably have to scale it a bunch because I'm guessing zero point 0.2 is probably too high. But yeah, alright, cool. So by saving people, you get better at firefighting. Robble, robble, robble. Robble, 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 I am firefight extraordinary. Uh, um, yeah, the gameplay, it all takes place on one plane. So, alright, so let's, uh, I'll, yeah, I'll put this at like 0.1, I guess. 0.1? That's kind of low, actually. Maybe 0.2 actually is fine. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Uh, yeah, that could be fine. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Uh, uh, So what? Yeah, what now? I mean, I guess we should put in the end of the game, right? The victory condition, as it were. Oh no, all those burning cups. Those poor dear burning cups. So yeah, so let's say, uh, I don't know what distance necessarily we want. Oh, that's too big, right? Nah, that's probably fine. It's fine enough for city size. Oh god, fire! Fire in the city. Not that it matters. Whatever. Alright, yeah, so now let's put in the win condition. I'm not sure how to message the win condition. I guess just cool special effects is the best way to message basically anything. So yeah, cool special effects will happen. So I'll probably want to put those in at some point. Cool special effects. But yeah, win condition. So the win condition is going to occur, or it'll become apparent at in what case? Like the case where the yikes. Oh cool. Oh cool, like my firefighting got better. So yeah, what was I just saying? Um, no, I completely lost my. Oh yeah, the win condition. So wait, sorry, hold on. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Yeah, TTK, we did it. Let me. I really like that interpretation of the game. Yep, that is exactly it. You are a racer, and you're a fire racer who collects coffee mugs in order to build windmills. Um, uh, so yeah, actually, I guess I don't have to avoid fire anymore. Oh God, we're walking across an ocean of lava. Why? Why? That was much further than I expected it to be. Wow, look at all these dudes we found. Our firefighting is getting pretty bad. Pretty badical, I'd have to say. Boom. I don't know. This might be a good enough amount of firefighting. Or this might be a reasonable firefighting scale. Because like you get to crush the fire, but you're not so overpowered because for one thing, finding dudes does not happen like constantly, and also there's like a good number of clicks between each time your power level really increases. We ran out of juice. Alright, so I should probably do the thing where you can build more than one building per turn. And what else? Oh yeah, the whole win condition thing. So more than one building per turn, and also win condition, and from there it'll mostly be balancing. Oh, and I have to put in the credits. So the credits, the end game state, and I'm probably not gonna put in a way to restart the game because restarting the game is always like, for one thing, it like comes out really buggy, and I don't know. It's just more work than I care about. Hitting refresh on your browser is a completely satisfactory way to restart the game, in my opinion. Oh, I guess I should probably put in keyboard controls since I'm not planning on porting this to mobile. And just as like a convenience factor, I guess. I don't know. I should probably do that, right? Is the game getting choppy? I might be like stomping the processing with the firefighting. That might be pretty. That might be a little bit heavy. Because like part of the reason I didn't expect it to work is because I knew it would be like. So maybe I should tone down the firefighting a little bit. Because we have gotten really powerful pretty darn fast. And I think the math is just so janky there that we probably don't want to go too overboard with it. Don't want to go too far with that. Yeah, so I think the core of the game is pretty good though. At this point, pretty much like it, I would say. um, so, yeah, I was thinking about that. And actually, I think windmills would probably be a useful thing in a pit of lava either way, because like because yeah, right. I don't know. I feel like I should put in keyboard controls, but wait, what was I gonna say? Um, oh yeah, no, I feel like windmills would be useful either way, because like with all that heat, I feel like there'd be a lot of thermals. So I feel like they're, I don't know if they'd be the right type of wind movement, but it could be. I don't know. I don't know how thermals work. All right, so yeah, let's put in the win condition, I guess. So should just go by sheer distance, I guess. Probably, right? Yeah, just sheer distance from the starting location. Or I could just do by, yeah, no, a distance from the starting location. I think makes most sense. All right, so yeah, let's say wind distance, I guess, public float wind distance, wind dist equals oh wait, there was something else that I wanted to change first, right? Oh yeah, I wanted to change the building multiple buildings in a single round, which is straightforward enough. Right now it says if buildings count is no, if yeah, if build persons, etc., etc., etc. So instead I'll say while build persons. Oh yeah, so yeah, actually while buildings, etc., etc., and that and this. So as soon as one of those, as soon as one of those becomes false, we stop looping. And yes, yes indeed. I think that should work. I might have introduced a hang or something, so I should probably save all my datas so that if I have to if I have to force terminate the application, it's still whatever. All right, so yeah, right, okay, so back to wind distance, I guess. Public float wind dist equals I don't know, this, yeah, we'll have to scale this one. So I'll just say so if the chunk, if the chunks are 30 across, let's say you have to go 20 chunks out, so 30 times 20 would be 600. I guess I might want to bring that in. Maybe close to like 500 or something. But no, once you get powerful, it's not that hard to chug your way out there. Speaking of power, I did say I wanted to drop this down just slightly. So like instead of 0.2, how about like 0.1? I think that's probably fine. I might actually try to really undercut it and like go to like 0.07 or something. Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah. All right, so yeah, it's not a bad idea, right? Um, couldn't hurt to to save that. All right, so yeah, so chunk generation, create chunk. Um, oh yeah, so win distance and public game object or no game object win tower, I guess. Equals nothing for starters. Game object public game object. What did I call it? Mustache. Mustache prefab. Save that. Yeah. Just to make sure I set my prefab because I tend not to do that. I tend to forget that pretty easily. So mustache prefab. Cool. Save that. Alright, so yeah, okay. Yeah, we got this. Alright, so if so creating chunk. So yeah, let's set chunk pause. So vector3 c pause, we are chunk pause, just so we don't have to calculate it twice. So you c pause here, and so then so yeah, if okay, so if yeah, okay, so if c pause c pause is greater than, oh no, c pause dot magnitude is greater than win distance and win tower equals null, then we will spawn the win tower, and actually I'm gonna make an else for spawning everything else, because when we spawn the win tower, never mind. I lied. It's not gonna be an else. All right, so I lied. So yeah, we'll just spawn it. Whatever. We'll just spawn it like smack dab in the center of the. All right, so win tower, win tower equals instantiate mustache prefab at cpause. It'll just be right smack dab in the center, and then yeah, mustache prefab dot transform dot rotation. Okay. And then I'll parent it to the chunk so that if the player misses it and they go right past it, then it'll just get bulleted and it will appear. Oh yeah, I also don't want this to be like, I want there to be like a degree of probability or a degree of chance here. So I'll have to soup that up in a moment. So like one of the dangers here is that if people are walking in like a straight line, then there's this will more likely appear in oh yeah. Huh. I might want to make it so maybe there's not just one mustache tower. Maybe there like maybe you'll only ever find one, but maybe there can be more than one. So yeah, actually let's actually make it game object array wind towers equals equals, we don't need more than like 12, because if we have 12, that means there's one in literally every square, including the 3 that don't get cleaned up immediately on destruction. New game object 12, and save that. So yeah, when we're creating the wind tower, it'll actually be oh yeah, so we don't have to care about wind tower equals null. We can just say for int I equals 0, I less than wind tower dot length I plus plus if wind towers I equals null, then we can spawn the tower. Whoops, no, wait, what? Oh, whoops, I forgot to put braces around this. Okay. Yeah. These can get indented. This can get undented. Unindented. Alright, so wind tower instantiate, etc., etc. Or wind tower, wind tower I instantiate, etc., etc. Wind tower I dot transform dot parent equals chunk chunk cxcz cz dot transform. Save that. Wait, what did I do wrong here? My stuff's still red. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Jonas, hey. Wow. Alright, well thanks for burning the midnight oil. I hope to see you again sometime. Have a wonderful rest, and I'll let you know how the game turns out. It'll probably be done by the time you wake up, hypothetically. Alright, yeah, what the heck? What? Oh, what the heck? There's like a... Oh, I used a curly brace instead of a parenthesis. Cool. Cool. Cool stuff. So what's the problem now? You don't exist in the Owen Towers. Yeah. Alright. Save that. Alright, so now when we travel a certain distance out, we should start having wind towers in the middle of our chunks. And I guess maybe I should randomize the position, but I don't feel like it right now. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. They won't be any harder to find than those little duders that appear, like little friends that you collect along the way. I don't think. I hope not. We'll find out. All right, and so yeah, then the last thing we have to do is we just have to do a check towers, I guess. So void check towers, or check tower is the convention. Vector 3 pause, and you don't actually have to clip into the tower to collect it. You can just, oh yeah, actually it'll be bool. Bool, check tower. So yeah, so win towers is the new persons. So replace all instances of persons with win towers. Oh yeah, and win towers dot length for the length. Oh, actually though, I don't think we want to use local scale. It's not local scale divided by 2. If anything, I want to do like times 2. Yeah, because I want you just have to approach the tower. You don't actually have to, like I just said, you don't have to clip into it or anything. Yeah. All right. So return true. Return otherwise return false. All right. So yeah. All right. Cool. Save that. Save that, and then so we check towers whenever we move. Oops, nope. We check towers when we move. After we move, which is the same place we check for yes, for the rest of the stuff. So I guess we can check first because why not? Check tower dest. Or so if check tower dest, you win you win, and I'm still not 100% exactly what winning means, but so I know, right? Look at me just buzzing along. I keep darting over to look at chat. Like, is chat broken? Is it? But yeah, look, we're almost to the deadline. I kept saying I might finish it by 9 o'clock tonight, and well, oh whoops, I do have a notification on my other thing. Yeah. I just got your thing too, TK. Might as well share that. Yeah, so the fun part about streaming is that it's exactly the same situation, but the only difference is you gradually learn how to pretend as if you knew what you were doing all along. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't pretend that. Maybe I should be. I mean, when things go wrong, I'm pretty overt about like how out of control everything is relative to me. But yeah. All right. So when you win, like, it's like game over, man. I mean, it's like, but in a good way. So so yeah. So yeah. What is the natural consequence of this? I mean. Yeah, what is this whole block? Oh yeah, this block is really big. So we can skip all of that. This all can be else to winning. Because we really don't have to care about any of it. So yeah, we don't have to bother with any of this stuff. All we have to do is make something special happen. I like it. Oh. So just as a gag, the first jam that oh wait, yeah, I don't know if I've kept up with it 100%, but just as a gag, like the first jam that I ever participated in was not long ago, and it was actually the first thing I streamed ever. It was kind of how I got into streaming. What was it? It was It was srsly. I wasn't forgetting the name, the address of my site. I was trying to remember what. Pay with an extra Y. Yeah. So for my first project, for my first jam project, like at the 11th hour, almost literally, like it was actually at the 10th hour, but like 2 hour, like the deadline was midnight, and 2 hours before the deadline, I was like, the game needs something extra. I know. I'll make it so that when you click on the little dudes, little stars pop out and flicker. And so I haven't put it in literally every jam project since, but I keep reusing the star texture whenever I feel whenever just at intervals, like I'll just reuse it. So maybe I should bring back the star texture for this. I don't know if you guys would be okay with that. Yeah, no, this was kind of like our own thing. Just on Wednesday of last week, I was like, I feel like instigating a jam for no particular reason, and so yeah, we've just been working on it for no particular reason, I guess. The reason I thought to do it that day is because oh, you know what's funny is I went to Hawaii this summer, so it's probably Hawaii. It's probably subconsciously Hawaii. I was just like, oh, I'll make a volcanic island. But yeah, I was probably influenced by the fact that I went to Hawaii this summer. So yeah, on Wednesday of last week, I was in a weird place. Like the project that I was currently working on, like I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to proceed with it. And my backup project, I would have had to put in legwork before I would have been ready to stream, but I wanted to stream anyways. So I just instead of any regularly scheduled program, I was like, we're doing a jam. Yeah. So maybe if it's okay with you guys, I might try and incorporate the star into the win condition. Maybe I could do like, hey, we got a new follower. Zenith, 2256. Thank you for following. Welcome to the party. I appreciate your support and your viewership. So maybe I'll see if I can get. Oh yeah. So this one. So I guess like the thing I would caution with my jams is that I tend to cheat with the deadlines. Like for example, we were supposed to start and finish this last Wednesday, but I had like some scoping problems. As you can see, I was like, okay, we're making a character-driven roguelike. Should we add like city building elements to it? Like that was literally a thing that I said. We even voted on it, and everyone was like, yeah. So I still need to get better at that. But I have been inviting everyone to either participate independently and make their own projects, or to participate by contributing to the conversation. And I mean for Rogue City, the game that we've been working on, like I didn't do any of the art for it. The only art I'll be contributing to this project will be the little stars if I put those in. Everything else has been submitted by people who are watching the stream and playing along at home. So yeah, I definitely. So long answer to a quick question. I would definitely encourage participation. So just in case, I don't know how many Zeniths are watching right now. I just want to be very, very certain. I might be doing another one as soon as Friday, because like I had actually been planning one for Friday for quite a while, and then I did this one spontaneously, not thinking about how long this one might end up running and how it might start to encroach on on Fridays. So yeah, part of the reason I really wanted to finish it today too is so that I at least have a few days of rest before I get like right back to it. So yeah, that might be happening this weekend. If you so underneath like the stream banner thing and down in the information section, there's a link to my Twitter. It's at srsly_bz, and I'll try and I'll try and I'll post announcements there and like informations and stuff. I really want to actually be okay about like deadlines and stuff. I might take the whole weekend for this jam. Part of the reason I decided to do this jam over a weekend is so that I figured that would that might be better for people's schedules if they want to participate, and so yeah, this one might be longer than 24 hours, but yeah, it might be close to like 48 hours or so. I'm open to suggestions too because gosh, if I'm serious about this, I should probably start like talking about it or like putting some advance notice about it. But I don't know. I guess I got a little distracted by this current jam. What was I? Oh yeah, I was just gonna. Well, I should clean up my code so I'm not leaving errors in it. Oh wait, did I? I didn't realize I did leave errors in it. What errors? Oh yeah, right. I need to instantiate it as a. I need to instantiate it as a game object. Find references. Instantiate. I just forget that. As game object. Alright, there we go. Save that. So, yeah, alright. Yeah, so it should be fun, because, again, like for this weekend, I also really want to encourage participation, and either, whether people want to participate, like, all work together on the same project, or, if they want to like break off into separate teams, or if they want to work on projects by themselves, then yeah, we'll so like when the jam starts, like the first thing that we'll do all together is to choose like the theme of the jam, and then at that point, people can go and do whatever they want, and then for the project that I work on, we'll decide like the what we want like the mechanics of the game to be. That's the stuff that's written down at the bottom of the screen. The first line is like what we decide for the theme, and then what we decide for the mechanics. So I don't know if I feel good enough about what we hit. Like one of the other things that was talked about was tower defense, but like I also feel like the game really doesn't need that, and like that really would have like pulled it into two different directions. So I think the real lesson here is that I should have recognized that up front and not even like gone down that, like not even given it a second thought. But I accidentally gave it a second thought, and then a third thought, and then it got too many thoughts. Anyways. So that should be good now. Good. And now, all right. So let's use our colorful stars, because why not? Where is it? Oh yeah, no, I don't need to. So it's in projects. It's in a ton of these projects. For example, it's in asset star. Copy. It's just this silly little star texture that I just like created in MS Paint in like a minute. And then I was like, I like that. I'm gonna keep that. What projects is this? RC2I assets. Yeah. All right. Star. Alpha from Grayscale. Clamp. I think. I want apply all that stuff. Cool. Keenan Thompson, angry old man. All right. No, I get it. The number of thoughts put to the tower defense. That's good. Yeah, no thinking. Maybe that'll be the theme for the jam. Like it'll be the no think jam. It'll just be you're not allowed to. Oh wait, I shouldn't even think about that because that might spoil the theme up front. What am I even doing at this point? All right, so I should make a star prefab, I guess. So. I guess I kind of want to do the solitaire thing now that T-Vornst mentioned it. I kind of want to make the mustache trophy. I want the stars to like shoot out of the trophy and do like the like bounce, like do the over dramatic like bouncing thing, kind of maybe. I might do that. We might do that. Maybe. Yeah, no, seriously, TTK. The other thing I'll do is if I'm catching up on chat, like chat will have had one conversation, and then because of the stream delay, conversation will have moved on, and I'll start talking about the old conversation, and they'll be talking about the new conversation in chat. So then when I get down to the new conversation, they'll have seen the old conversation, and they'll start talking about the old conversation again, and I'm talking about the new conversation. So the conversation ends up like swinging back and forth between these two topics just because of the delay. I do that a lot. Maybe you've noticed. Alright, so create a quad, create an empty, put them both at the origin, swing this quad back by, I don't know, like 45 degrees probably. Parent the quad to the game object. This is the star prefab. Quad, make a material for the star. This is star matte. Star matte is transparent diffuse. Set star texture to star matte. Set star matte to quad. Star prefab made. Cool. We can just delete this one here. Alright, hey, I am from, right now I'm in I'm kind of in the Boston area. I'm right outside Boston in Somerville. Before that I lived in New Hampshire, so, New England is like my general locale. Bleep bloop. I make weird vocalizations. I think it's something that I've always done, but I'm much more aware of it now that I stream, because it's really it's like, I don't know, it's just that awkward feeling of like, oops, wait, did I say that on on stream? Oops, okay, so what was it doing? Oh yeah, stars. So yeah, stars. So actually, okay, so for one thing, I'm just gonna test out the wind distance thing. I'm just gonna say like wind distance like 10. So now it should always show up when new chunks are generated. I'm just gonna, oh, I should have. Alright, well let's just see if this is working. So if this is working, we'll get a trophy to appear in the next, no? The wind distance is 10. What about the next wave? No? Still no trophies? Still no wind towers? I'd have expected wind towers by now. I was told there would be wind towers. Yeah, what the heck is that all about? I guess I should check to see if it's even, oh, there's a wind tower. Why is there only... No, I don't get it. Why is there only one wind tower? There should be lots of wind towers. Yay, we did it! We win! We win! But why was there only one wind tower? Let's find out. Find references. So, yeah, so in the place where we're... Is it worth having your city size change this base stamina you start with when spawning? So it kind of does. Kind of. They're both tied to the same thing. They're both tied to resources. So, yeah, right now, sorry, I just read the England 2.0 thing. Yeah, so right now, there will be a natural correlation between city size. There'll be a rough correlation between city size and stamina. So you can do that. It's just accomplished in a slightly different way. So rather than one being driven by the other, they're actually both driven by the same thing. Yeah, and it ramps up pretty steep actually. Yeah, like I think it's like on my third or fourth adventure out from base, I like get like really far, which is why. Oh, I haven't tested the spawning multiple towers thing yet, I think, but that's something I have to check out. I'll have to try because What is this video? I do not know. What was I, was in the middle, sorry, someone posted a link and I was just checking out what it was. I don't know what it was. Sorry, so unfortunately I can't answer that, but, yeah, yeah, oh, so I have to check out the spawning multiple buildings in one go, because that was not in the build that I put up, but, I should test that, right? Oh, permadeath? Yeah. Well, yeah, trust me, Light It Man, when you die, it's permanent. So, trust me when I say, like, all the death in this game is permadeath, I assure you. Well, if you go to get some, T-Borenst, I hope you'll get enough for everyone. um, excuse me. Alright, so, yeah, why only one wind tower? I don't get that. How am I doing this math? Create chunk. If C pause, chunk position. Magnitude is greater than wind distance. Wind distance is 10. Any of those. If I set wind distance to 10, they should all be greater. All be so much greater. How on earth does it only spawn one wind tower? How, I ask, how? Wait, is anything spawn? Like, wow, it seems like almost nothing is spawning. Like, no resources or anything are spawning in. Yeah, what the heck is up with that? What? We're not getting errors or anything? What? What on earth is happening? What on earth is happening? Alright, I'll try. I don't know. I really don't understand. So it doesn't appear if, yeah, alright, so it doesn't appear. Wow, are just no resources spawning in those sectors for some reason? That's the weirdest thing. Maybe I just never noticed it before now. Maybe that's always been happening, I just never noticed it before now. Alright, what happens if we move, in a different direction? Wow, yeah. What is up with that? Why is that? Why is that happening? I don't I don't understand. And how do I never notice that before? Maybe it is new. Maybe it hadn't been the case previously. I'm just gonna try taking out this to see if I didn't accidentally break something. Save that. I don't see how that could have affected what we were seeing, but yeah, no, so that wasn't. Has it always been like this? Have I just been really unobservant and it's always been like this? So wait, is it only the first wave? Because like I feel like when I was adventuring before, I feel like I was able to, yeah. Oh, so it's just for the first wave, things are really. Alright, so that's weird, and I don't see why that would be the case. But maybe I also don't care about it, because as long as it happens. Alright, so as long as it fixes itself really fast, then maybe I don't care. Not a great lesson, but whatever. Yeah, so let's see if Let's see if it at least spawns wind towers appropriately after. Well, now it just spawned no wind towers. What's up with that? It should spawn wind towers everywhere. What the heck? Oh no, because they commented that part out. Alright, right. So uncomment that part. And now it's just... I don't know what that weirdness was about. I honestly don't know. I might have to figure that out at some point. But, for now, I'm just gonna move along. Pretend I don't notice. Yeah, it's so weird. Oh yeah, so I should change the wind tower thing to be like spawn all over the place. Now the next row should all have wind towers, right? Wind tower. No? What? What is your problem? What is your lack of wind tower having problem? What about now? None? Again, none? Alright, this is just ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say. Ridiculous. Wind distance is 10. Max turns, gazillion, why not? Alright, let's go. So only one wind tower. At least there's the one. How about now? Still only one. Or still, like, no new ones. No new ones. No new ones. What the heck? It's like it's acting as though... Oh! Oh my gosh, no. I'm an idiot and I always do this. I always forget to break. So yeah, there's only one. Derps. Derps. Okay, well that answers that question. It doesn't answer the question as to why like nothing was spawning in those squares though. That is another question altogether. And one, yeah, seriously. So if anyone was curious, the answer is that it was actually spawning all of the wind towers all on top of one another. So, it was spawning like 12 wind towers all in the same square. And now we get a wind tower in each square. Alright. But we still don't get, yeah, what the heck? We still don't get resources in these squares for some reason. Maybe my max resources is just too low or something. Maybe I did my math wrong or something. I don't know what that part's about. Alright, cool. So wind towers seem to be working better now. Alright. There we go, yeah. We're way winning. We are super winning at this point. Alright, so... Yeah, I don't know what's up with the resources thing. I'm just gonna bump the max resources up to like 400 or something. Because that shouldn't actually increase the number of resources. It should just, Oh yeah, no, no. It was probably that thing I was just talking about. So actually, I don't have to put up to 400. I just have to put it up to 240. That should be sufficient. Turbo winning at the speed of light. All right, good. Everything's good and happy in the world, and all is at peace. All is well, and. Now we can focus on what happens when you win. So I'm thinking, star scripts. Sorry. I'm thinking a script for star prefab. So star prefab will do what? It will, it needs a vector 3, dir, and, no, maybe just vector 3. Start, dir, dir equals oh yeah, so public float float speed, I guess, equals, I don't know, like 10 or something. I don't know. We'll have to tweak that. I don't think it's actually going to be as high as 10. I think it's probably going to be closer to 5. I don't know. We'll find out. So dir equals new vector 3 random dot range, my new favorite thing. Random dot range 0.5f or negative 0.5f 0.5f 0. Actually, no, this should have like a slight upward value to start with, so I don't know, 0.5. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Does Unity have a particle system? I don't care. I'm gonna make my own. Because I don't know if you can do particle physics. Maybe you can. I don't care. I'm gonna make my own. They're gonna be super fabulous. But if Unity does have a particle system and I can apply physics to the particles and everything, then yeah, that would probably be better. But whatever. I just like doing it manually anyways. I do most things manually until someone like wrestles me to the ground and forces. This is not Unity Pro. Until someone like forces me to do it the correct way. Yeah, right? Yeah. Freaking scrubs. Alright, so that's our dir, and then on update, transform dot position plus equals dir times speed times time dot delta time. Also, oh yeah, so public float gravity equals, I don't know, negative 0.5, or I'll just say like 0.1 f, I don't know. Again, we'll have to tune that to see what feels good. So then dir, so wait, so if transform dot position dot y is less than 0, less than or equal to 0, transform position dot y is less than or equal to 0. Oh yeah, I guess, so also public float bounce with a C. Oh, I'm getting pretty down to the wire here. We have 21 minutes to make this to make these stars sparkle, and then I'll put up a new build, and then I'll turn into a pumpkin because I have to go run errands. The stores close at 10, and it's getting close to 9, and they're not near my house, so I have to scurry. Oh, cool! Hey, yeah. I don't know if I'll have time to integrate it tonight, but I'll integrate it first thing. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get these stars up. So 0.7 f, I guess, for starters. All right. So yeah, when transform position is less than or equal to y, what are we gonna do? We're going to say, right, so dir equals new vector 3 dir.x 0 minus dir.y times bounce